Introducing Soul. He ain't a junkie, but he drools a lot. It's fair. Let's go get him.
Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another episode of Soul Show. And we're doing another movie review. And today, we're gonna be combing through Netflix's new original movie titled When We First Met. So, this movie stars Adam Devine, and if you know Adam Devine, he's in movies such as Pitch Perfect, and he was also like one of the main guys in Workaholics. I love Workaholics. I love this dude. He's super funny. And then we got Annabeth Alex Daddario, who I'm not a big fan of her. So basically the plot of this movie is we got Adam, he has a crush on this girl, Alex Daddario's character, and basically she's like the one that got away. He's seeing her get married and he's feeling so bad about himself because he loves this person so much. He's like watched her from afar, and now to see her get married, he just feels so miserable. And then suddenly we get a time travel plot device. He goes back in time and he's finally able to try again for that girl that got away. And I know some people really wish they could do that. But the thing is, he tries it again, but it doesn't go so well, and then he's like, oh, I'll just try again then. I'll just time travel again. And so, following that point, like, it suddenly becomes like a Groundhog's Day movie, where he's just going back in time. He's going back to this day in 2014 over and over again until he can get this girl. And the themes of this movie really try to capture that, like, cheesy rom-com thing. Like, the message of this movie, it has some things about love, about, like, maybe like the way we feel isn't always like how we should feel. It has some actually kind of mature themes for like what the story is for a straight to Netflix like movie. But I'm not trying to give this movie that much credit. It's not a smart movie. This movie is actually pretty dumb. For instance, a lot of like the dialogue and the characters just feel very wobbly, very weak. Like, we get Alex Daddario and Adam, and they have like this big montage of like when they first met, and it was supposed to be this beautiful scene, and like they're supposed to have all this chemistry. But I was like, these characters don't have that much chemistry. And part of that might just be I've never seen Alex Daddario in any movie with any good chemistry. And Adam, like, I like the dude, but he's not like a main lead, and I'm sorry to say that. Like, I'm not trying to bash the guy. Like, I've seen him do some great stuff, but he's a funny dude. He has a, like, funny face. He's able to get a good laugh. But, like, to see him in this main lead, where he's supposed to be kind of like this relatable doofus guy, like, that could have worked, but I just don't think this is the right character. I think, like, with a better character, he might have been able to pull this off. But as it stands, this character is unlikable. He's very punchable. He's very just, like, he gets under your nerves a little bit. And, like, you're seeing him for, like, 90 minutes. Like, I'm not trying to watch this guy for 90 minutes. That's not to say this movie isn't, like, not funny. Like, Adam, he gets some good one-liners in there. And I'm gonna ruin a joke. Like, this is the best joke of the movie. But basically, one of the times when he goes back in time, you know, it's Groundhog's Day. He knows everything to say. So he talks to this girl, and he knows everything to say. And suddenly she gets kind of creeped out. She's like, what? Like, how do you know all these things about me? And why do you, like, also have all my interests? It's kind of weird. It's kind of unrealistic. And so she thinks he's a stalker. And so he goes back forward in time, like, after that day. Because it's, like, this alternate reality now. Like, we fast forward 3 years in the future. And he's, like, in this new reality where he basically is in this stalker reality for the next 3 years. And so he talks to her again, and then things go south. Like, she's like, oh my god, it's a stalker from like 3 years ago. And then, like, he just gets, like, beat the shit out of. It's a very slapstick moment. And normally I don't like that type of stuff, but it was so funny. Like, this was the only moment in the movie I laughed aloud, and I was actually, like, laughing aloud. It was the best joke. But other than that, there's nothing going on with this movie. The time travel Groundhog's Day thing, like, I've already reviewed, like, 3 other, like, time travel Groundhog's Day thing. I did Edge of Tomorrow, the Happy Death Day. You guys, that review isn't out yet, but it's in my to-edit pile. And I reviewed Erase, which is also kind of like that. But the point is, like, there's nothing going on with this movie, like, artistically. There's nothing, like, super original here. And these types of movies really bank on the characters, the charm, But, like, where do I get that? Do I get that from Adam, who's, like, kind of, like, uncomfortable in this role? Do I get that from Alex Daddario, who I don't like, in any movie? Do I get that from the guy that she likes, who's just, like, this blank slate of a character? Do I get that from, like, the very minimal side characters who we barely see? No, I don't get that from anyone. And that's not to say, like, movies like this shouldn't exist. These are, like, fun little movies to put on. Like, I just threw it on, I had a good time with it. And then it's like a one and done. These movies exist for a reason, and that's not to knock these movies. They also allow actors and film developers and all these other things to like prepare themselves for bigger, better movies. And if these movies can pull off, then great. I'm like not trying to say like movies like this shouldn't exist. It's just I'm not gonna love these movies ever. That being said, there are cute enough moments in this movie. There are I like the ending, like the themes. I like the like message they have about love, and like it was very smart. Like the movie was able to tell that story visually and like within its scenes actually say something, which like they didn't have to do that for what this movie is. I think it gets a whole extra point on my grade just for being able to like elaborate on that well. And there's like this twist, and then we like learn things about like Alex's character and Adam's character, and we were kind of like, oh, like maybe. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it spins it on its head in a kind of clever way, and I enjoyed it for that. That being said, I'm gonna give When We First Met a 6 out of 10. It is a very serviceable movie, but it's worth watching. Anyway guys, you can follow my links. I have a lot of other channels that you can watch. I got Instagram, Snapchat, I'm in all those social medias. Just follow me on them, because you're cool like that. And until next time, I'll see you for the next movie review, and until then, with that...